Welcome back to Marky Mark's Wood Shop. And today we're going to work a little bit on our carcass and supports. I've got a face frame made up for some drawers that'll go there. One thing I want to do is edge the plywood. We've got some really thin stuff that will bend to the contour. We'll glue it in, clamp it down. So let's get going. I kept the cutout, which is going to make clamping so much easier. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue this in there to start with. I put a thin bead of glue on the arced portion of the cut. So I'm going to fix that first, then come back and take care of the sides. So let's just press that in there nicely. And I should probably have at least one clamp handy, but this is kind of a test fit. And we'll come back later and trim off the edges that are hanging over with a razor. Good. Perfect. A few of them. Hopefully I only need a couple, we'll see. I'm going to put one in the middle to start with. Not too much pressure. Doesn't really require a lot. Okay. They're all even. So, next I'm going to use a saw and take off the excess so we can do the flat areas. And we can do that just by using that area as a fence and very carefully cutting it because it's thin. It's easy to tapered. I'm not happy with that. It might be easier to use scissors actually to cut this. Okay. And hit that with a sanding block. Get it down perfectly even without damaging the veneer. That's got it. Now we can attach either side. So let's see here what we have. Okay, that's one side. And I'll just break that, make it easier. That one I want to taper just a little bit. I just took the thin side and sanded it a little bit. Okay, so now we can glue that down. Let me get some more clamps. And we'll need a call board. Actually, yes, we will, to keep the pressure even. So another dab of glue. And I think I'm just going to use some spring clamps. I've got some new ones, but they're still up in the truck. That's not doing us any good up there. And actually I forgot my call boards. So let's get those on there. That'll help distribute the pressure of the clamp instead of requiring a clamp in every little area. That's good. Let's come back and do the same thing here. We put a piece of alder on the face of our baseboard. It's a little bit wider than the plywood. That'll need to be trimmed. And also we got our drawer faces on. So all we need now are some knobs. So let's have at it. Would be perfect. However, the wood may be a little bit thick for that and splintery and yada yada. So the first thing I'm going to do is trim off the ends, which were overhanging a little bit, using a very fine tooth saw. So let's see. Let me see if I can use a razor to cut it. The bad part about that, what I have to watch out for, is the grain. If it tears into the area I want to keep, that's bad. So I got to be mindful of the grain. So that doesn't happen. So I've cut away the bulk of it with just a razor knife. Now I've got a little plane, a Kuntz brand, and I'm getting it a little bit more fine-tuned, and eventually I'll get the sander out to do the very fine work to get it even with the plywood surface, although the plane itself is doing a wonderful job. And that pretty much takes care of the back. Let's take care of the front. Okay, and we'll just hit it real quick with a sander. So there we have it. Got our edge banding on and done. Alrighty, so until our Side supports are glued up. Tomorrow I'll probably have to get some more plywood too. I don't have enough. I've got enough for one shelf, so I'll have to get a half sheet, and also a half sheet of thinner stuff for the doors that we're going to make next. And I just kind of fit this in here to get an idea for placement and set the inside work area on there. They're just sitting there. They're not ready to be secured yet. We'll do that next go around. So, you know, it's in store for next go round. Securing this stuff, putting some plywood shelves in, and starting on our doors. So until then, make sure you subscribe so you can keep up with this. We're almost in the home stretch. And hit the like button, leave a comment, and we'll see you again. Thanks for watching.